think most of us would agree that the highest good is not money. It's not like power over oneself. It's not fame, and it's not health. But even though these are not the highest good, we do spend a lot of time, even as Christian people, focused on these things. I mean, we do have to survive in our society, so money becomes a focus. We go and educate ourselves so that we can be more powerful, like even over ourselves, or gain more knowledge to progress in our society. We spend a lot of time on health. You can download just about any app that you can think of to help you with your health. And then, of course, who doesn't want, a video to go viral, to become famous, even if it only lasts for 5 minutes? Or who doesn't want to be on TV when you're watching your favorite team play a game? But really the highest good, and it's very obvious, is God. And we search for God, and we try to live our life like God. And really, when Jesus came to live among us, he showed us how to live a human life. But he's also revealing to us that we can share in God's divinity. In other words, we can be empowered to be like God through God's presence. Now, on this Good Shepherd Sunday, we're mindful of praying for vocations. We're also mindful that each of us is called to be a good shepherd. Even though we might think of the church leaders as being the shepherds, we also are called to shepherd one another. I mean, an obvious example of this is parents who care for their children. And in the same fashion, they lay down their lives for their children. Now, Jesus makes reference to that in the gospel reading, that he's going to lay down his life. Obviously, this is speaking about his crucifixion. This was something that Jesus did voluntarily. He did it freely. In other words, no one took his life from him, but he laid it down freely to reveal how far the Good Shepherd will go for each and every one of us. And so if we're lost in life, if we're challenged by what's going on in our world or even our own lives, is we can be open that the Good Shepherd is coming to us to guide us and to nourish us. In the first reading from the Acts of the Apostles, Peter is pretty brave to stand before these leaders. And, these are the powerful people, well, as powerful as they can be under Roman oppression, but they are both wealthy, they're powerful, and they're educated. And, Peter is really none of these things, but yet Peter stands up to them because he has been empowered by his witness of Jesus Christ, but also by the Holy Spirit. And, we can do great things for our world through the power of the Spirit and also our belief in resurrection. What a gift it is that we have the gift of heaven given to us, and it's the fruit of the death and resurrection of Jesus. In the second reading, this is probably one of the most comforting readings in all of Scriptures, is that we are children of God. And one day we will see God face to face, and we will be like God. In other words, we will be able to give that perfect love response to God. In life, we have moments of giving love to God, or often we, as Saint Teresa of Lisieux says, we borrow some of God's love so we can love God in return. But one day when we're faced to God, we will see who God is, and then we will know who we truly are as being people who are created in the image and likeness of God, and we will be able to give that love response to God. So once again, as we gather around the table, Lord, each and every time we celebrate a sacrament, it's our love response to God. We participate in these sacraments, as a way to show our love for God. We make a choice. Maybe somebody encouraged us, but nonetheless, it's our love response to God. And so what a blessing it is to gather each and every Sunday around the table, Lord, to be strengthened so that we can be good shepherds towards others, especially those in need.